Yo, what up? This is 12 Hub Podcast, Sneaker Podcast, episode 1. Wait, 2. This is like the second time I've done this. This is like 2.0. This is Podcast 2.0, episode 1, right? And we got, what do you call yourself as your alter ego persona? What's your name?
Wave.
Mike Waves.
Mike Wave.
So wait, why'd you drop the E?
So when I was producing, I thought it was creative to drop the E. So it's like the wave file. It's the highest quality file.
Okay. Yeah. From there, okay, so you used to produce music, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now you are kind of what? What is your?
I pivoted over into music marketing and really building communities for artists because streaming doesn't pay.
Yeah,
and figuring out other avenues for them to make a living.
So like understanding like where you came from, what you're doing. Obviously, all these things, this cult, because you said you used to produce, obviously hip hop music, I'm assuming, and coming back into just what this podcast is about, is like sneakers and culture. I'm always curious, like to people's backgrounds and stuff. But so, what impacted you most into getting into sneakers? Like, what was it? The music, like seeing rappers wear these shoes, or was it like where you lived, like who you were around? Like, what got you into sneakers?
I'd say it was who I was around, but then also, so really round 2 opened right when I graduated high school.
Oh wow! You ever meet?
I got my
what's his name?
No, I've never met Sean, but but I got my first pair of military 4s there, and this was 2013. Yeah,
how much did you pay for them?
Like $100. They were used.
They were used?
But they look good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they didn't retro those for a minute. Was that what year did they retro?
I have no idea.
Did they have a 2016 retro? I don't even remember.
I know they just came out again recently.
No, I wear those all the time. I got those. Remember I was telling you like the navy blue 4 SBs. Like,
yep.
I like the the other ones better.
To me, they're like the most comfortable shoe. The 4s are like the most comfortable shoes. So so let's go before then. I was a Sperry guy. All I did was wore either black or tan Sperrys.
Boat shoes?
Boat shoes.
Wow, your feet must have stank. Did you wear socks with them?
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. During the winter.
I used to sweat out my. So wait, why were you wearing boat shoes all the time? That's crazy.
Because I went to a super preppy school, and that's what we wore was polo khaki Sperrys.
Oh, so you had to wear, and with no socks? You didn't wear the socks? I mean, most of
no. Well, no, it wasn't school uniform. I just went to a super rich white school.
Oh, okay. And then you got into producing music. Like, how the fuck was you?
Well, so
how the fuck do you do?
because that that's like all I know. I grew up around it. Like my dad was in a band my whole life. I was on stage with him and stuff, and then I think 7th grade, I was introduced to Lil Wayne. I think that's when the Carter 3 came out, and yeah, I don't know. I just got super interested in it. Sampling really intrigued me, and then I just started doing it, and it was like second nature to
me. Interesting. That's dope. So going back to the whole so you used to rock boat shoes all the time, and then you started. You said you bought your first pair of round 2, and at least looked it up. So you might have probably bought the 2012 retro, because that was if they were used.
Yeah, probably
somebody who wore them down, and they're probably still good looking, and you got them. Back then, nobody was really checking for 4s.
They were decent.
Yeah, back then, people were checking more, not even for 1s back then. People were really, I don't know what sneaker culture looked like at that point in my life. And people noticed on the channel that watch consistently, or have watched in the past, I got back into sneakers just off of like the old man wanting to get all the shoes he couldn't afford when he was a kid, right? Because my mom used to.
Yeah, and no, that's literally what I'm going through right now.
Yeah, right now. Crisis. Yeah. The midlife crisis, John. Yeah, because you're in your 30s now, right? So, or late 30s, man, correct? Are you in your late 30s or?
No, I'm 30. Even.
Oh, okay. My bad. I thought you was in your late 30s. I think you're the same age as Octavian.
I just turned 30.
All right, I thought you were the same age as Octavian. So you're a young bull. All right. Like, damn, you was like so you was in diapers when I was like grown ass man, probably. That's crazy. or close. Yeah, close enough. He was still in high school or something, or junior high.
Yeah.
No, my wife was in junior high still when I was in college. But now that's crazy. He was just a baby when we was making moves out there and shit, like doing.
Yeah, no, but
So
I mean,
yeah,
but I do remember, Nick and Octavian and everybody else really, y'all really created the scene out here
yeah.
that made me want to get into it, like
So
professionally.
yeah, no, that's cool. And it's funny because Juan Pierce and all those guys.
Hmm.
I brought Drake down to Richmond. This is before he was Drake, but he was. We were literally in the hood. With all them. I met so many different people. We lost our man E Scummy, R.I.P. My brother. But like through Nick, I know a lot of people down there in Richmond, and we, as much as I used to frequent there a lot, and then we did that whole 106 in Park and all that. And I didn't know how impactful we were in that market, especially with like straighthip-hop.com. All y'all grew up on that shit, and I had no fucking clue.
Yeah.
I just really, I was kidding. It was a global platform, but the way Juan and all those guys co-signed it in their high schools and all the kids following it, I had no clue. And I'm just proud of like raised a whole generation. That's amazing. I don't know if it was
man.
good.
No, I mean, I think it was the best era in Richmond,
Yeah.
at least,
That
because I
blog
mean,
era, right? With the
yeah,
blogs and the
yeah, 'cause
websites.
there's now everybody's just kind of doing the same thing, which
Yeah.
is a lot of nothing.
Yeah, I mean that's just the way it is everywhere. Everybody just trying to get on fucking, with SoundCloud before. Now it's just like let's get on the Spotify and be a social media
Now
sensation and
it's
all this
monthly
shit.
listeners.
Yeah, monthly
Don't get me
listeners and
started.
how many views did I get on my TikTok and all this other bullshit. And it is what it is. Well, going back, I mean, like, okay, cool. So you were influenced by all that stuff out there, and then you said the military force was your first like real shoe purchase. And what'd you do from there?
Yep.
Like, what was your motion after that? You just like really got into it, buying new stuff,
Oh yeah,
saving all
bro.
your
I was
pennies.
addicted. I
Okay.
was I was addicted. I got those, and I got the cement fours,
Mm.
and then I got the Oxford 350s, the Yeezys.
Yeah.
Um and then I got a couple other shoes. Then I got the Sean Witherspoons. And yeah, I don't know. I just was
Did you hit on
buying
those? You hit on
shoes.
the Nike drop on the like, or did you get them at
Bro,
Were they
I
around
paid
too?
like
Like,
600 for them.
oh, you paid resale. That's a good. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a good deal in retrospect.
Yeah.
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 And do you
I mean,
have
I
those
made
shoes still?
no, I sold them. But I mean, I
Yeah.
made a good 300-400 off of them.
Oh, that's good.
So, yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
you know.
I'd buy those, but this is like when I look at these shoes that I want, that are like hype shoes and stuff. I look at them. I'm like, I don't want to wear it. I just want to have it. You know what I mean? At this point, because it's
Yeah.
like with the midlife crisis shit. I'm comfortable wearing on sneakers, Vomero 5s. Zoom Vomero 5. That's my
Mhm.
favorite shoe right now. That's all I wear. And I have like 5 pairs of those, and I'm just running through them. When the sole wears down or it don't fit right, or to loosen, throw it in the closet. And I put on another pair. I got 4s and 10s and all types of crazy shit. All the retros that the hype joint. I hardly wear them because when you hang around with adults, you don't typically wear sneakers like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially,
Look, I live in my Air Forces. I live in my Air Forces.
I mean,
I have
that's a
like
great
3.
shoe. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have like 3 pairs unopened at home.
Oh, dope. Yeah,
Just in
I
case.
got
Yeah.
3 pairs. I when Supreme drops the Air Force One, I buy off of their website. So I have 3 pairs of whites and 2 pairs of blacks, and I'm still rocking I
The
unds one
Supreme
pair
ones are
last summer.
hard. I was actually just looking at
That
those last night.
You know what's
Even
crazy
though
about it? Oh, go ahead. Is that what you about to say?
no, I was gonna say even though the Supreme logo is super small,
Mm-hmm.
it's still like I don't know. It just looks super clean.
That's what makes them hard, yo. It's just that simple. Like people say, oh, they just slap their logo on. Yeah, of course, you fucking slap the logo. But there's details inside. I think the sole has some, and then
Yeah.
there's extra pair of shoelaces which are super obnoxious. It says Supreme all over them, and they're red for the white ones. I think it's the same for the black. I haven't looked at the black ones yet.
But
I just bought
it's
those
stuff like
for the guy.
that makes them worth what they are. That
They're not
everybody
really
thinks is
going.
quick little.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, not anymore. But I mean, whenever they first dropped, they were going for
Oh
probably 5.
no, they came out
Yeah,
a
I
couple
remember
years
seeing
ago.
them for 5.
Yeah, they ripping people off, bro. That's crazy. I didn't see them for more than $250, I think, when they first dropped. And then after that, they restocked a few times, and then the price dropped. Now you get them for a couple dollars above retail. But
Yeah.
wait, real quick, because we're gonna. You see this? You know what this is?
Mm-hmm.
You know what this
What is
is?
that?
What is it?
Oh,
Oh, what do you think it
I
is?
don't. I don't know, man.
You know what this is? Come on.
I don't think it's a
It's
shoe.
a
It says
toy.
toys.
Yeah. What do you think it's? Oh, what's that? Guess. Come on, bro. I was talking about this
Is
earlier
that your?
this week.
I was gonna say, is that your Barbie doll?
My Barbie doll, bro. I have not opened. I was waiting to open it on one of these podcasts that never got shot. So I'm gonna open it now in front of you because I think it's kind of lame at this point. But I really wanted this thing, and I got it. I'm a big
I'm
LeBron
interested to
stan.
see what it looks like.
I mean, you haven't seen it online?
No, no, I
For real?
haven't.
So I got two of these, so I don't really care about ruining this extra box. It don't matter. So, and I have no knife or anything. Oh, this joint's wrapped up. Yeah. This is the way I open like all my shoes. I just rip them open. I don't use no razor blades or nothing. One time I cut into a box, like the top of the box, because I used a razor blade. I was like, man, let me just open it like this. This is getting stupid. My wife thinks I'm a crazy person for buying this stupid towel, but let me see. This is the first time I actually did an unboxing on a podcast. Oh, look at that. Oh, I crushed the box a little bit. Let me fix that. All right. Oh, look at you, LeBron. I'm gonna give you a hug later. All right, look at that. There he is.
That's hilarious.
Yo,
That's kind of hard though. That's kind of hard.
Yo, he does look like. That's good. They could have done better with the pants. Well, I don't know why they did those pants. He got
Does
some
he have
blue
on a
Air
pair of
Forces.
LeBrons?
Nah, I got blue
Blue
Air
Air
Force One
Forces.
highs. Oh no, wait, are those dunks? No, those are dunks, I think.
I
High
can't
top
see the
dunks.
glare.
I know, whatever. I mean, honestly, we could just pull a picture online. This is dope. He is taller. He is pretty tall. Damn. But nah, I think those are dunk highs. They look like Terminator dunks highs.
It actually looks a lot better than what I envisioned in my head. Literally
Yeah, no,
envisioned
the details, bro. The details are sick on this. I'm so pissed. I crushed the box a little bit because now it's like that's gonna annoy me. I know it's not gonna be noticeable. I'm just gonna throw it in my case just like this because I got a whole LeBron shrine back here in a trophy case.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I got a signed Funko Pop. I got the like a Sports Illustrated from when they won the championship in 2020. What else I got in there? Oh, a couple of like LeBron trading cards. Nothing crazy, but yeah. So okay, so you are really truly like a sneakerhead. So that's cool. You'll fit right in the show. So people, if you don't know, we stopped doing the sneaker podcast back in maybe like mid 2022, I think. Had a bit of a I ain't gonna lie, it's my man Glenn. I still fuck with you, Glenn. I just wasn't feeling the vibe we had as far as like how the podcast is going. Because Mike, you know me, you work with me, you don't understand like where I could go off on these rants. I let my I take everything. I'm a very emotional person. I don't take things personally, but I always like kind of let things get to me in a very odd way. And you've never actually you're the only person. You've been working here just as long as you haven't pissed me off yet. Octavian has pissed me off, and a few other people. But at the end of the day, they've been working with me for these other guys have been working for me for a couple of years and stuff. And you and Saheb,
I try my best.
Nah, but I
try my best.
Doing amazing shit. But going back like sneakers and stuff, like I had no clue you was a sneakerhead, which is cool. We just started talking about shoes randomly. You actually know your shit. And I only know a little bit, so I'll probably learn more from you because you were talking about Oxford 10, Yeezys, and all those other brands. I was like, I thought this Yeezy was.
I feel like I don't know anything.
Yeezy. Yeah, but when you get to that age, I started doing the research. I started understanding a little bit more, and you'll meet Dakari. He's he's about your age, and he actually very versed about the sneaker stuff. He's in this little group chat that we got on Instagram. We go back. He lives out in DC, but that's my homie, man. He was one of the first people that hit me on like DMs that watched my YouTube channel. I never told you the history of the YouTube channel, so I called it the 12 Hub because it's I wear a size 12, right? And my homie out on the West Coast, my man Mrel or Eddie, or Rel the Soundbend or whatever. He's a music producer like yourself, and he's actually got big placements. He's got shit with 50 Cent and all these different people. But he was into sneakers, but he was into like the same type of shoes I like. Like I like weird shit. So I used to buy like Nike ISPA shoes and all these weird colors of those things. And then I also like LeBron. Like LeBron, I used to hoop a lot. And when I was hooping, I only wear LeBrons, but I'd always get LeBrons that match the fit. So I'd buy like a jersey, right? Like a Nike jersey be red. So I'll go get the red LeBron 16 and rock it with that, with black shorts, black socks, you know. And I was the guy out there. I couldn't hoop good enough, but I always looked good, right? So like the kids used to always fuck with my shoes. And then it got to the point like when reselling was a thing, because my best friend Kenny, his son and him came to visit me one day, and they saw these sneakers that I had. And I think I told you this story. I had Soldier 10 LeBrons with the Ohio State black and red color on them. I was gonna wear them to hoop. Homie was like, the kid was like, his son was like, yo, them things like $300 on StockX. I'm like, what the fuck is StockX? So he pulls up the shit and he shows me. I'm like, oh, I could sell these. Like I was like, I got them for $50 from Nike. Like I bought them on sale on Nike. It was just sitting on the website because I liked the Soldier 10 to hoop in. And I was like, I was gonna pull these out one day. And when you know, I was like, all right, cool. So I put them on there, and I was like, I put them on in, and it took a while to sell them, but I ended up selling them for like $300, like at some point. Somebody just bought them. Yeah. So I see the value. I started seeing the, you know, like from the resale thing. And the first drop I ever did with Nike, I actually hit on Travis Scott Mocha Lows. The first thing I ever entered, the first time I downloaded sneakers. His son was texting me. He was like, yo, you should get in on this thing. Downloaded sneakers, got on the app. I think it was a countdown drop, maybe. I don't know. I hit on them and I was like, wow, $150. Cool. I go on the StockX. Them joints is going for like $700.
Right. Yeah.
At that time, this is before. I mean, this is because the highs were so hype. I didn't know my sneakers back then enough. So, and this is the weird thing about that era, that pandemic era, and how things were selling. People were buying and selling so quickly. I didn't know the marketplace like that. And when I saw that the price started to drop, and you know, like you panic sell. If you're like, oh damn, I get 5. It was 700 yesterday. Now it's down to 6 something and 7. And I ended up getting like 700 for it. I sat on them for a little bit, right? It dropped all the way down to 5. I ended up getting 7. And I think I showed you guys what the price was, like 2,700.
Oh yeah, anything Travis Scott's probably like 2 bands.
Yeah, well, not anything. Those from that era, you know, like 2019, 2020. But I mean, they put a lot of those other, but any of those, you know, any of those colorways like the green, the olive green, and all that other shit, they've gone up in price. I still sitting on a pair of the Fragment collab, the Lows, which is right up there with the original Mocha. So I'm sitting on those just because, like, look, I might have to make a mortgage payment one day and I can't make it or something, or you know, it's like a savings account, and I could sell it right now for 2 G's, like right off, right now, like go.
That's what people don't understand, man. It's like you're buying stock basically.
Yeah, and so essentially, yeah. But you got to sit on this shit for a long time because I've been liquidating lately, and I'm just seeing random shit just like fly that I didn't even know that I had for sale, because I just cataloged everything and just put it up for sale. But I do appreciate the fact that, you know, those things are there. My wife doesn't quite understand it, but now it comes in handy if you need some money. I'll sell shoes to buy another shoe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I'm buying it resale, like when I got those bike airs and shit, you know.
Yep.
So it is.
I've definitely done that before.
Yeah, but like going back to your stuff, so or what we were just talking, like the culture now is totally different. So like, you came up in that era. Did you ever camp out? Like
no.
First shoe? No? Okay, me neither. I don't even know what that experience is like.
I was more looking at bots, trying to figure out how I'm going to afford one. I would never camp out.
Yeah, the guy I did the podcast with before, he used to he bought a bot and like said it was a waste because it's that they got so expensive. Like you know, you have to get what it's like, I pocket keys and shit. I don't even know how it works, but
I think they're subscription based too.
Yeah, you have to really know your stuff and work those programs. I never did botting. I didn't think it was practical. I just was like, my size is plentiful in most cases because they make from size like 10 to 13. They make a lot of those, so my odds are pretty good. And there was a streak, bro. I show you my Nike sneakers app, bro. There was a streak I hit on every exclusive drop for a good, because I had 2 accounts. One would hit, the other might not. And this is before. Now they know that they're both my accounts. I only hit on one of them. It's weird. Like, but I used to hit on everything, and I'm talking like, man, Union 4s. I hit on the black, the guava, the mustard color. I didn't get the gray ones. So those are kind of rare. The gray purple ones, I think. But I got almost all
that's
of those
crazy.
things, man. Yeah,
I have never been successful on the sneakers app ever.
Seriously, yeah, because you wear one of those sizes. You 10 something, 11,
10 and a half. I'm like the most popular size possible.
Yeah, that's a tough size to. I think that, I mean, they make a decent amount of those, but a lot of people wear that size at the same time.
Yeah, everybody does.
Yeah, I'm at
pretty much.
Yeah, I'm at the low end of the Bigfoot people, and it's a weird jump because it's like you thinking NBA players, they're rocking 13 and up, and then that size 12 is like it's not rare, but they make a lot of them, so I don't understand how that works. But I guess there's not a lot of size 12 sneakerheads, but I mean, I talk to a lot like this. The cats that used to watch my channel consistently were all people who wore size 12, which is weird because I didn't really stress that the size thing, but people just, I guess, he was in the tags I put on there. I don't know. But, it made a difference in that community. So I'm glad we're bringing the sneaker thing back. But going back to culture, what do you think about it nowadays? Like with all this reselling and stuff. I know it's a drawn out topic in the community, but like, where do you, like, from now, like a couple of years ago to now? I know you've been out of the game for a minute, but you're getting back in it. What do you think about?
So I've always wanted to resell.
Yeah.
But my issue was always finding a supplier that didn't try to sell me reps.
Oh yeah. There's no such thing. You can't. I don't trust anything.
They're trying to make it cool on TikTok now. That's all I see is, yeah, look at my new reps. They look just like the other one because all the tariff stuff is making, China's outing everything, and
Yeah. I got a homie that represents reps like crazy. It's my man Troll Mceddon. I don't know if you ever seen his content. You ever see Troll Mceddon? You ever heard of him?
I have no idea off the top of my head.
A few years ago, he got a YouTube video he put out that blew up. He went into J2 Kicks. What's the name of his store? J2 Kicks, right? Little Puerto Rican dude with the glasses. I mean, with the beard. What's the name of his fucking store? UN. It's UN. Yeah, wait. It's UN. Yeah. I forgot the name of the store, but he went to his store in Vegas and sold a pair of replica like Yeezys or something, right? And he did a whole expose video. He did this whole thing where he blurred out his face and his voice and all this stuff, and it blew up on YouTube. And then he started just making he called himself Troll Mceddon. And then he started putting up like content on Instagram and YouTube where he was just dissing sneaker, like hype beast sneaker culture people like Keist Omar and Tony Too Wild. Like he dissed everybody. And this dude's so funny. And then like I started DMing him on we started talking on DMs on this is when I was really into this stuff. So I was very anti-fake sneaker at that point. And the old podcast is still there. You can listen to them like iTunes. But I used to really go in on like fake sneaker culture, like people who used to buy reps and do all that stuff. Reps, yeah. And it was one of those things that everybody thought it was crazy. They're like, just let people live their fucking lives. I was like, nah, that's fucking up the game. Like if you really care about this stuff, you would, just sit it out. Like, oh, you didn't hit on sneakers. Okay, buy it resale if you really want it, or that's what it was all about.
Issue
like,
is
getting it right.
Me and you buy it for stock, almost like an investment. Like someone would buy Rolexes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if reps are the same quality as what we have, why would anybody want to buy the real thing if you can't even tell?
This is the thing now, and this is a issue with the resale platforms. If you get the real thing, there's some kind of equity in that, right? So you can resell it. You can hold on to it and pass it down and stuff. You find people always talk about they found something like, oh, I found this antique or whatever in my grandma's closet or whatever. and there's some value to it, right? Sentimental, monetary value. But a rep, what are you doing with that? Like, it's fake. Like, it's not the real thing.
You're wearing it. You're
Yeah, if you like,
wearing the
but then
shit out of
also
it.
like, when I put on a fresh pair of new kicks, I feel good, even if it's not a hype pair. Because, dude, I'm so good at sneakers that when I'm not even wearing a hype pair, I get asked, "What am I wearing?" Like, yo, what is that? Like,
Yeah.
when I wear dope, I have so many, because people sleep on some of the dope silhouettes that Nike might put out, or Adidas. Well, not Adidas so much anymore, but like I got some Reeboks, or like some, not. I don't get into the ASICS and New Balance like I should. I was really
Yo,
getting.
the
Yeah,
ASIC NYCs are hard though. They're
yeah. I mean,
hard. They're cheap.
Dog, I look at these things now; they all look the same to me, bro. Like, I like those Asics and even the New Balance stuff. It's just all. I mean, New Balance got nice quality. Asics I've never been into. I got a couple of pair of Asics. They're not even hype. They weren't hype shoes. I bought them to like walking shoes, and they weren't even that comfortable. So I just, I started wearing Brooks and On and Vomeros and shit. But to your point, yeah, those are dope. They look dope, but I can't rock with it. I know it's a trend right now.
But you have to lace them right. You have to lace them right. If you don't lace them right, then they look like a running shoe.
They look like a running shoe, but that's what they are, running shoes. But I can't even go. I look at shoes now. Like I said this on the YouTube channel before, that I just kind of look at it from a nostalgic point of view. There's so many Jordans that I bought that I'm never gonna wear, just because I don't want to. I just to look at them, I'm like, yo, this is a dope shoe, and I don't even like Michael Jordan. I'm not as a he's not my favorite basketball player. Obviously, LeBron is, but I look at Jordan and I'm just like, yeah. But then I look at his shoes and I'm like, oh, he definitely got a better shoe than LeBron. And at the end of the day,
I hate the LeBrons. I hate the KDs. I think they're both ugly.
They're very utilitarian. They're good for hooping for the most part.
Oh, I'm sure. But I don't play basketball, so.
Yeah. That's the only reason I fuck with LeBrons in the first place. Then now I'm starting to collect LeBrons because he's my favorite player. So I do want to have, like, when we get. It's funny. I live in a big house now. I want to get a bigger one, but I want to have a room where I have like all my sports paraphernalia, and I have a little. This is my dwelling right here, and I don't have enough room to put like a sneaker case. I want to get something where I could put like dope sneakers, and I'm that I have some kind of sentimental or nostalgic like view of. But nowadays it's just tough with the resale. I can't. I feel weird buying resale now because I don't know if I'm getting a real or a fake product, especially with StockX being outed. You know what I mean? You heard all these stories, right? Like the lawsuit and all that.
The only reason why I got the Navy SBs, the 4s that just came out, because those are a hard shoe. Yeah. I literally bought them like, was it 4 days ago when we were talking about it? 5 days ago?
Damn, bro. I should have. Man, I wish I knew you were into sneakers like that, because that's when we started talking about sneakers, right? Like couple weeks ago. I told you I had the link. I had the free. Dude, I sent that out to a bunch of people. Everybody was like, they're just sitting. Like, literally for 20 minutes, they were just sitting on that website. All the sizes. And dude,
that's crazy.
The Gotham screen came up like instantly. I got 2 pairs.
Yeah, I mean I just got them because they were hard, and I missed out on the pines. The pines are hard too.
Right here, bro. Right here. I did take them out. What do you say?
Mine should be here any day.
Where'd you get them on StockX?
Yeah, Goat.
Oh, Goat. Yeah, Goat. I trust Goat. I buy off of Goat. I sell on Goat too.
Yeah. I don't trust StockX as much as Goat, to be honest.
I mean, I'd sell on StockX because people just buy random shit on there all the time. Look at these shit. These are beautiful, by the way.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I ain't gonna hold. These are very nice. Look at that.
Like, I'd feel weird wearing them.
Why? It's such a shoe. But so to me, the navy on here ain't as navy as it could be. These are straight from Nike, by the way. I mean, it's a little dark in here, but these are the military 4s. To me, are almost the same. Now I know a sneaker person might be like,
it almost looks like a royal blue when you look at the when you look at the photo, like on Go to StockX.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just different colors. It's not that dark. Usually when I look at navy, I think it'd be a little darker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like almost like a blackish blue. But these are fire. And I keep hearing they're comfortable and shit. So whatever. Maybe I'll wear them. I got 2 pairs. Whatever. But I wait that price to go. It hit 600. They out the door. Right now they sitting
Oh
about
yeah,
3.
for sure. For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. I mean that's what I got them for. Like including shipping, I think I paid $310.
310. No, that's not bad. Oh, so you got them definitely
No.
under like market, because on Goat they're
Yeah,
going for
yeah.
about 315, 320 in those sizes. So if you're
Yeah,
gonna
so they're
wear, you
already
should
going
wear
up
them.
then.
I mean, I'd wear them. I might wear these, but I just don't.
I
I have
say
the
that. I know
military
I'm gonna wear
blue.
them.
Yeah, you probably will. But if you don't have the military blue, these are like the same. I mean, it's like, to me, like I said, they're similar shoes, and I like the lighter shaded blue. And these are, I guess they're navy. I don't know. Maybe it's the light in here, but I don't know. I'll figure out what I want to do with them at some point. But yeah, like this is the shit that we like. Literally, grown men talk like this. Like, you know how women say, we say, why are they talking about shoes and purses and shit? This is how we talk about sneakers. And it's
Yeah.
like one of those. It's such a crazy thing, because I've been I don't know if you got a chance to listen to my guys Greg and George's Sneak This podcast yet, but they're like they're older dudes, and they talk about their sneaker habits and shit, and the culture and everything. But their content is so relatable to me, and it's
I'm gonna
it's
definitely
just
check it out. Like
dude, they
soon.
they're wealth of knowledge, and they're funny too. They talk about sports, politics, everything, but they really kind of get into it. And they have really cool guests, like all their homies live there. They're in Arizona, and like I said, I got on their podcast once when I was in Arizona. Greg welcomed me into their home, and not their home, their studio, and then we did a full episode. We didn't even talk about sneakers that much, because at that point in time I was just kind of 2 years into getting back into sneakers, and I didn't really have much to say, because you ever been like, and this is weird, I wasn't like fanboying. Like, you ever see like I don't know if you ever how many celebrities or musicians or whatever that you met in life, but first time in my life, because I really fuck with these dudes from a personality standpoint. Like, I feel like you're having like they're having a conversation, but you feel like you're part of it. Like, you're listening to their
Yeah.
podcast, but you feel like you're, oh yeah, that's it, and you feel like you're friends. Like, Greg and I talk. We've talked on Instagram. When I got on that show, and I'll send you the link to the video, I was like fanboying the whole time. I was like, oh shit, I don't know what to say. I don't want to sound stupid in front of these guys,
Yeah,
because they get
it's like different when you're not like working in that industry already.
yeah,
You know,
or know a
like
lot. Like,
because
they don't work in the industry, by the way. They're regular. They don't do sneakers for a living. They both have
well,
regular
yeah, but I
jobs.
mean, you know what I mean. Like like being a part of the community. I
Yeah,
feel like with
yeah.
music at this point for both of us, it's like, oh, yep, here we are. Yeah,
I know,
we're
right?
we're
Yeah,
here with Polo. Yep, here to
yeah.
work. Like
And when you
all
have
night again.
like when you're around certain people in different industries, whether it be whatever, like tech. I always saw, not that I'm comfortable around these billionaires and multimillionaires, because I've been in those rooms, talked to them, shook their hands. I met one of the co-founders of YouTube when I was at my old job. The dude was worth like $50 million. I met, Ted Leonsis. He owns all the sports teams in DC. He used to be part of
Oh
the
yeah,
AO.
yeah, yeah.
AOL. Yeah.
Yep.
I met him, dude, in the lobby. My the CEO of the company I was working at introduced me to him. I didn't know this motherfucker was worth $2 billion. He sat there,
Yeah.
short, chubby guy. He lost a lot of weight recently, but he said, he shook my hand. He's like, yeah, you're doing great work here. I'm like, wow, cool. And I looked him up online. I was like, yo, that dude is worth $2 billion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've met my share of like, and then obviously I Warren Buffett. I had dinner with Warren Buffett. I ever tell you about that?
Yeah, see, that's crazy. That would be
Yeah, it's
nuts.
amazing. So, blessed enough to
But
have
I
these
think
people,
that
but
you
they're
get
okay.
I think you get more respect though when you treat them like normal people.
That's 100% true. And it's the way, like, dealing, and that's what makes it easier for them to do business with people,
Yeah, it makes
like
it an
us,
organic
because
relationship. That's
yeah,
why
and
like
you don't,
if you go
yeah,
to my Instagram, that's why you don't see pictures of me with Pusha T or me with whatever other
yeah,
rapper producer, because it's like if you treat them like a colleague, then it's like I don't know, I don't have to prove anything to anybody. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah,
why fanboy out and get a picture just to post it on social media?
yeah.
That's
I
always
mean, at the same time, it's always, look, I I don't fanboy like that. But look, if I was in the same room again as Drake and all them, I'm
Oh
posting
yeah, that's
shit.
different. That's
If I
different.
was,
But you were also a part of his come up, so it's like there's some sentimental value there.
yeah, but like even if I met him on some like I'm at the club and we randomly takes a picture with me and signs an autograph, I'd probably still post it.
Oh
Even
yeah,
though
for
there's
sure. But that's
history there.
great.
Yeah,
But
but
like
there's even
we're talking
Jay
about
Z,
somebody.
any
We're,
big, like if you met Justin
but
Bieber
we're
and he took a picture with you, you wouldn't post that on Instagram or some shit, even though you're not like
uh,
a Bieber guy or whatever.
yeah, but I
Kanye.
wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't go out of my way for the picture though.
See, I don't. That's one thing I don't go out of the way for the picture. Like for if I see a
Yeah,
celeb, I leave him alone. Most of the time, now you always do this for my wife. If we're at an event or something like that, and I use her. I'm like, hey, you want to, like, can I get a picture with you and my wife or whatever? Like she's pictures of Steve Carell, John Stewart, like all these things. We've been to a lot of different events in DC and stuff, so we meet politicians and celebrities all the time. Um, I always put her in front of them because in her business, she's like in lobbying and all that other crap. It's
oh
good to
yeah,
know, so it's helpful those situations. But for me personally, again, like to your point, yeah, sometimes you're in a work situation with these people, or you work for them or working with them,
yeah,
and if you haven't bonded in that way yet, it doesn't, taking that picture kind of does feel awkward, and it probably will make them feel awkward about you. You know what I'm saying? And the way
yeah.
you
That's
move around
always
them. So, you start
yeah.
fanboying the first day you meet them, then you're gonna be like, oh, this motherfucker gonna ask me for pictures and all
Yep, and they're
types
gonna
of
look
shit.
down
Is he
on
gonna
you,
be,
and you're never gonna make
yeah.
any money with them.
No,
Yep,
but
I'm
then,
already
then you start
knowing.
saying, like, imagine if you around them all the time and you're the one that's always like getting on live and, oh, look at that. Look at whoever's in the corner. Look at Pusha over there in the corner. Look at Pharrell just walked in, like all this
Yeah,
random
and
shit. Like,
I have witnessed people like big A&Rs and stuff threaten to break people's phones that
yeah.
are recording unreleased Justin Bieber or unreleased Timberland.
Mm-hmm. See?
You know,
So it's all relative.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's why
being
I've
in that
always
professional
just
space. Yeah.
yeah. And I mean, I mean, could I have made some money off the pictures? I'm sure, but
Maybe. Depends. Depends on what you get them in or what situation. Or if you get that exclusive track or whatever. Like it's weird. But then why would you jeopardize your livelihood over that shit? It's like those people that
exactly, it's
like
not worth it.
motherfuckers, going back to sneakers, the FedEx man who fucking robs you for steals your box of Nikes, right? And then they get
Yeah,
caught up in some nonsense. And then they realize, damn, I had a job with benefits. I was making enough money to buy my own Nikes. What am I doing? Like,
and
it's
yeah,
so
now I can't
weird.
even use them as a reference.
Now I can't even use them as a reference. That's how fucked up the game is. Like it was, going back to the whole sneaker thing. I think it's gotten, Nike switched its strategy, and the other companies are making more sneakers now, and then and it's weird because of this whole tariff thing. But I don't see the market like going down really, because Nike's been
It's not
doing a
going to.
great job. I don't think it will, but it still will be tough to move certain items. I saw this whole report about how this guy was talking about how one of these sneaker resellers. He is this Chinese kid, I think, and he sells sneakers in the States. But a lot of the reasons why things are under retail is because these shoes don't really move overseas. They make enough to go globally, but a lot of stuff goes to Chinese retailers. A lot of stuff goes to European retailers. Well, not a lot of goes to Europe. Sorry, no, a lot of it stays in China because they know that's an emerging market, and they love American culture, but they're not selling a ton of units, and it's cheaper there because it's produced there. Right? Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, you get the
exactly.
fake or the real one, and most people, if they're really into the culture and the sneakers, they'll go buy the real one, but they'll get it at retail or lower sometimes. Things going like my man. I forgot homie's name. Oh God, shit. He followed me on Instagram, but he lives in China, and he's down to sneak this dude's. I think his name's Jay. He's a Chinese dude, and he literally sometimes takes pictures of what's on the shelves in these Chinese retailers. They'll be like, like band ones or whatever, on the shelf, like the current one. Maybe I'm making that up, but there might be some
Nah,
rare ass shoe that sold out over here, but it's still sitting over there. And the resellers on that side of the globe, when they get it, you know how everybody has like an inside plug. They'll get like
yep.
what a reseller might, the plug might get for, let's just say a $200 shoe, they'll get it for $150. Over there, they're getting it for like $100 or
Yeah, I
maybe
believe
even
it.
less, and they'll sell it. That's why on StockX you'll see a ton of shoes under retail because they're making a profit off of that. And they just got to ship it from Yang Wang or wherever. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
Indonesia, wherever the fuck it came from. So, and then they're all global. India, they're coming from India. Sometimes some of these things come from Europe too, which is crazy. Whenever I order, like if I order something, I get it under retail from StockX, and it's a hype shoe. It's usually coming from like overseas, and I'm always thinking, damn, it's gonna be fake. But then I just learned that it's not. It might not. Well, it could be fake, obviously, if they make good enough fakes, but it's mostly coming from people, resellers that get it way under retail and are able to take that cut. And over time, prices go up. Yeah, to what you were saying before. But it's not like, I think Nike's shortened the supply now too, as far as like sneakers, and nobody else is doing it like Nike. The little ASICS hype and the Adidas. I don't know what they're gonna do. Like I see nothing coming from Adidas.
They're
I even
ugly.
like. I don't even know what's going on. Like I saw they were trying to be creative when they when they were started to work with Pharrell and all that, but then those sneakers just became very repetitive.
Bro,
Right?
they got rid of
releasing
Kanye, then tried to reuse his idea.
Well, Kanye Kanye stole. I mean, those designs are kind of reinvented versions of old Adidas silhouettes. Like the 500 Yeezy. That whole
Yeah.
sole is a off a Kobe sneaker. I don't know if you knew that or not.
No, I didn't. But I mean, it's
Yeah,
just, but people buy them because they're Yeezys.
yeah. The 500 is one of my favorite models. Then they had the 750, the 700, the Wave Runner. That whole
Yep.
silhouette. I forgot the name of there's an Adidas shoe that came out years ago, some high top, that had that same pretty much design. Everything was almost pretty much the same, but again, Yeezy took elements of it, turned it, and then Steve Smith too. Like he's the main design. Like everybody copies. The best best art comes from copying sometimes. Just make it a little bit better, a little bit different, and the 350s is a Roshi run, right? Like
Yeah.
in essence, yeah, a little more comfortable, a different sole. I think the sole was innovating. They used the 350
Definitely
boost.
lighter.
Yeah, and it's a good shoe. That was a very good shoe. Changed the game. But all of that inspiration, Kanye, I don't think he's like, he comes from hip hop, so they sample records. They
Yep.
use each other's drum loops. He just does it in a way that's just crazy and off the wall and makes people want to like you know like they just look at it in awe, like, oh my god, it's so original. When it's really not. Like the best creatives understand how to make things better, refine it, understand how to mix comfort with fashion and all that type of stuff, especially in sneakers. And I think right now Adidas is lacking that. I think, all the other brands like this the whole era of these trainer shoes now with the ASICS and the New Balance kind of being style is going to pass very quickly. And I think it's mainly because resale prices have killed what Nike and Adidas created in the mid 10s and
Yeah.
the early 20, like 2020 up to 2022 maybe. Because the last 2 or 3 years have been kind of boring with the retros. But now they're doing a pretty good job. They're coming out with the undefeated fours again.
Yeah.
Which
There's
I
been a
think
lot
is
of
a
ones that have dropped that have been sweet.
Oh, dog! Wait, I didn't even. Where is that shoe? I brought it out. Actually, I didn't even look at it yet. This is the rare air joint. Remember? Well, I gotta send you that other rare air, the red one that's in your size.
Yeah.
I'll send that to you this week.
Those
This
look
is the
crazy
blue one.
too, though.
I did not look at this shit. I just opened the box, but these are kind of fire. They look, these blue. They kind of.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those are hard.
Somebody said these kind of look like the Fragment. Is that what
A
the
little bit.
Fragment one? But the upper on the Fragment one, this was black, right?
Mm-hmm.
This part. Man, I'm about to get me a Sharpie and make that black or something. Man, let me pull that up. Let me pull up Fragment ones because I was looking at. I could put like.
Yeah.
Fragment.
You know what's funny is I have those at home. No, never mind. No,
Fragment
I don't.
ones. No,
No, I
you
don't.
don't have fragment ones. Oh no, these don't. I mean, they're. I think the color blocking. So let me show you this. Let's see. Present. Share screen. I'm doing a share screen real quick for you. Yeah, fragment one share. That's the fragment one. So if you look at, well, no, this is more like a royal, I guess. Well, it has the same
Yeah.
black swoosh. This is blue. This is blue, but not. This should be black here, and this should be blue and black here. Yeah, sort of. I mean,
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna show you.
at a glance, somebody could confuse that. I can't. I mean, I know it's not, but this is a dope shoe, by the way. I feel like I mean, this upper could be better. Look at that. I think the upper could be a little. Well, hold on, let me get this.
Yeah, the white's kind of
Yeah,
throws it off a little bit.
Yeah, the white does kind of. I do like this part of the check and everything, but it's like, yeah, this could be different. But whatever, man. Made in China. Made in Japan, it says here. These are dope though. The box is unique. It's got a nice box. I like a nice box.
Yeah,
doing all that.
The SB boxes are always sweet.
The what?
The Nike SB boxes.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's not an SB. Oh yeah, the SB, the regular SB. Yeah, that's a Jordan 1 box. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I'm trying to get out of this game. It's been crazy. Let me see. Let's see.
It's
so we talked
out,
about.
bro.
Oh, it is. I know, brother. I've been, but look at that. I'm gonna pull up because part of the show when we had it before was talking about what's good, what's coming up with sneakers. So we used to split the screen like this, and I used to pull up all the sneaker shit that we can. So I'm looking here at. All right, so the Ja 3 is out. This is actually a pretty dope shoe. Have you seen this yet? The Ja 3. It's kind of plain, but it also kind of looks the pattern. I guess the design that looks dope. You see how like the Nike
hard.
check and then it says Ja kind of. It says Ja here. That's fire.
Oh, that's hard. That's hard.
Yeah.
I didn't even peep that. That's super hard.
Yep. I fuck with that. I think if they come out with this is a dope colorway, but I think if they come out with better, like, some more color, the traction on the bottom looks crazy. Yeah, that traction looks crazy. That's one thing, but then like the Shea Gilgeous-Alexander Converse shoe. This is fire.
That's
this is one of those. Too. Yeah, man. This is he had these into that Drake video. Give me a hug, give me a hug. No, it wasn't give me a hug. It was the Nokia. That joint. What else? Yeah, so these basketball shoes, they're really making an effort to, make them more palatable. This shoe right here, this USA color. I have these. They released them a few years ago with a canvas upper. So like this whole thing was canvas. It wasn't gray. It was all black and white and black and blue. I mean, not black and blue. Red, white, and blue. This shoe is fire. I like Air Max 90s. A lot of people don't like the 90, but I like the 90. I got my infrared 90 Gore-Texes. I sold my infrared 90s for like $400 a couple of years ago. And then they released the ones with Gore-Tex in them last year. And I was like, shit, this is waterproof? It's even better. And I got them shits for like $80 on sale at Foot Locker. I walked into Foot Locker in the mall. I was like, let me get those.
Oh, the cements are coming back out?
Yeah, that's going to be in like a couple of months, I think, or next month. Actually, I think it's next month. Because they did a release of those at Ben's Chili Bowl out in D.C. Yeah, May 24th. These are coming out. I don't like this shoe for some reason. It's a lot of people's favorite 4, but...
And that was the same one I used to have. It's cool. I don't know.
I'm gonna get them, put them back in the collection, or put them in the collection. I'm sorry. So I got all the other joints. What else is coming out? Black cement restock. Oh yeah, I saw this. Did you hit? There was a restock today. They put out more of the black cement 3s, and the really, this is a classic shoe, man. Wow, you don't like a?
I just don't know if I'd wear them. But then again, 3s, I don't know, look weird on my feet.
Oh, I like the 3s and 1s are my favorite silhouette in the Jordan. I got these, but they look. I have the Amamanier 3s, and they look so much. I mean, they're a little more. I wore those. I put them on my feet. They're really nice. They're better. This is a good quality shoe, by the way. This thing, but I don't think I am gonna put these on because they look too the color blocking similar to the Amamanier, and I like the feel of the Amamanier. So they're way more premium. So these will never get worn. I have like 2 pairs of these too. And the fours, the leather ones, the leather fours, cement fours,
Yeah,
whatever they were. Bread four, I don't know what the fuck they're called. Cement bread. I can't get all these things straight. And here's the
those are
undefeated.
hard.
For some reason, bro, I don't know. I got what's that military green? What were they called?
They're the olive or
The
something.
olive, yeah, the olive green. I have those fours, but they're all green. I think. Yeah, I think it's all green. Like the whole shoe is green. These are dope. I think that the packaging and everything, since they're going back with that retro, like really making it true to what it was. And they're gonna put the Nike Air on the back. Well, you know what's crazy about this? They're putting the Nike Air on the back, which the originals came with the Jumpman on it. So these are the retail version that's going to be mass produced is going to be with the Nike Air, and I think Friends and Family is going to be the one with the Jumpman on it. So there is going to be like a bit of a differentiation between the two. And how many pairs of the other ones were like 50 pairs or something, or like 100 something pairs. So I think they're trying to like keep that Grail status if it has a Jumpman on it. Which is cool, but I don't know. I get these. I fuck with them. They now that I'm looking at them in more detail. I never really paid attention to like what these are really about, but I like the way they look. They look
when
a
do they
little
come out?
more. I don't know. It's a good question. June, I think. June something.
Yeah, I'm
June.
definitely probably gonna try to grab those.
Got to, man. Yeah, I don't care. I think
The
they're
perfect
gonna be
winter
like
shoe.
250. Maybe like 250, man. Yeah, I had them Gore-Tex, the Gore-Tex Jordan 4s. I sold those. Those were fire. Oh man, I sold a lot of good sneakers. I should have kept. I'll never wear them.
Yeah,
Whatever.
story of my life.
Sorry, your life. Anywho, let's wrap it up because I gotta get back to some work. But I appreciate you doing this, man. It's gonna be our first, so I'm gonna try to cut this up tonight and put it out there.
Yeah, man.
There's gonna it's gonna be you, me, and Kari on these shows talking about sneakers. Be well organized the next time. This one was specifically just to get it jumped on. I appreciate you coming through because I totally forgot to like cancel because he couldn't make it, but I'm glad we did this because
this was good. This was fun.
It was fun. I feel like doing this type of stuff is going to be really good, especially on the platform, man. We're going to make some money too because we're almost monetized.
To get out of work mode.
And actually, you know what's funny? You got kids and stuff. And this is talking about like life shit. Is it hard to get time with the homies and stuff? With because I don't have kids yet. We might have kids, but I'm always wondering like how hard is it to have a life outside of like this is work to me. Like I don't mind. I like to chill and talk to people.
Me and my wife do a nice balance. I mean, it's not like we can go out whenever we want.
Yeah.
But I mean, most of the time, honestly, I'm working. Usually.
Yeah.
Whenever there's peace and quiet at my house.
You're working when it's peace and quiet at your house.
Yeah. Because I mean, I don't have my kids in daycare or anything. So
yeah.
Just kind of
don't you have family? Don't you have family around or no?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they'll take them here and there.
Okay.
But
you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I mean, it isn't bad though. I mean, basically, you just have to get yourself into a routine and just balance. So, like, it'll be like family, work, and then friends and fun.
Yeah, but, and I get it.
And then again, if I had a normal job, I'm sure it'd be easier.
I mean, what is a normal job nowadays though? Because most people work remote. A lot of people work remote, and then it's not that. Like a normal job would probably be something like where you're to me, maybe like a normal job would be stable, but like it would be a literal like 9 to 5. Like you're working
Yeah, I
You
could
know,
never do
there's a
it.
lot of
I
service
could never do it.
jobs. As you know, like obviously everybody's like UPS, FedEx, those are
Listen,
good
I
jobs.
tried
But
everything from HVAC to installing security systems to facility maintenance. Nah, I'm good.
it's so weird, like how because I worked in retail once when I was like in my teens, and then no, it's actually no. When I was in my 20s, I worked in a cell phone store, right after college. It was my first job out. Shout out to my man Kenny for getting me that job. It was cool because I was working with my boy. We were always, we were chilling. I was like, he was the manager of the store. He put me on his same schedule, so we were always in the store at the same time. So when he closed the store, I'm on the schedule. So we had, it was just like chilling with the homies, but we're working and making money, and I was pretty good at the job too. But like, I couldn't get like retail. I was like, I don't have weekends off. Like, I have to work on Saturdays sometimes. I rarely had weekends off because you get more money on weekends because most people are coming into the store. You're working on commission too, right? I mean, I was making like 20. What's my base salary is $27,000. This is back 2003, bro. Like I thought I was balling. Like we had our rent was $1,400. We split that shit, and all the rest of that money just went. I don't know what I did with it. It was just a wild times, man, and now it's just like shit, man. That's how much money I dish out for payroll every month to make sure motherfuckers eat. And I'm like, that like I wish I could go back to simpler times like that, but I can't imagine having kids like in that, I was in my early 20s back then. And even in my 30s, I had less money back in my 30s. No, I didn't. I had a good job, I think. But nowadays, like that type of money doesn't even get you, much. And I'm so like enamored by the fact that you, your wife work and you could raise 2 kids and still have a good lifestyle and all that shit. And I know, like, it's like that for everybody. It doesn't matter how much money you fucking make. Having kids is fucking work.
It's
work.
See, my kids motivated me to, I guess, go harder. I guess.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Like, because I mean, all that my dad did was work. So I barely saw my dad, and my parents weren't divorced or anything. So I just wanted to make sure I was home, and the only way to do that would be working for myself, working at home, or working remote. But I don't have a college degree, so YouTube University until it made sense.
And that's, to be honest with you, bro, if I didn't go, I don't want to say I wasted my time in college because a lot of the connection I got from college helped me a little bit, but I honestly probably would be doing a lot better if I didn't go to college. Like understanding like the path that I took, but also you got to understand God's plan, right? I don't know if you're a man of faith or anything like that and believe in God, but like God has a plan for everybody. I always understand that because I brushed with death too many times and I'm still here so many times, man. Like I should have been dead 4 or 5 times over right now. Through some of the shit that, I'll tell you some stories. I'm waiting for when we have more viewers and listeners and shit like that to tell these stories. But like I even though I came from a decent background where I had both my parents, obviously I went to college, I did all the things the right way. I still spent a little time in a jail cell for something. I did dumb shit where I could have got my
I paid lawyers a lot of money.
I never had to pay lawyers. No, I've been, like I said, I almost met my maker a few times, but I learned from every one of those experiences and it's gotten me to a good place. And I feel like I made the really good decisions life wise. And I feel like, you're now that I know you're 30 years old, bro, you got so much. Like when I was 30, man, I was like sort of where you are. Like, yeah, I got a decent thing, but you have you got a wife and kids and stuff. It's totally different from me. I was still looking. I didn't meet my wife until 2 years after that.
If I didn't have a wife and kids, bro, I'd be dead or in jail for sure.
For real?
100%. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, it motivates you. Like I got friends like that. My best friend was
it also made me quit doing a lot of stuff that I was doing because, I need to be around.
Yeah, you gotta be around there for them, right? And make sure that they're good. Yeah, it's that thing, man. That instinct. That's that natural, like, tribal instinct and whatever. Like the family. You that's our animal instinct in saying we gotta protect our cubs.
Yeah.
And the wife, because you made that. You made them kids. Like, what are you talking about?
No,
you're trying to fuck that up. Yeah. So I get it. we can talk about that more next time when Kari's here or whatever on the other podcast too. But let's check out, brother. Thank you for jumping on here. It's 12 Hop Podcast Sneaker Edition. Yes. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I appreciate having me on, bro.
Oh no, we're gonna do this again. You're a fixture now. You are part of the culture.
Let's get it.
We're gonna make a lot of good YouTube money too, because this is gonna go far. But all right, check us out next week. We're gonna I don't know when I drop these sporadically since we pre-recorded and don't live stream it. But we might start live streaming these because it will be easier to live stream. So once we get topics and shit popping and more structure, and maybe I'll let Kari do that. Will be in full effect, so we could do the live stream and everything like we used to do back in the day. So check us out. I don't know when these are dropping, but they'll be dropping this week, hopefully, and tomorrow we'll have this week we'll have also a regular 12 Up podcast with Sean and Kari as well. So peace. You got anything else you want to say?
No, shout out. I'm good, man.
Shout out to the homies. Shout out Octavian, bro.
Shout out I can see the stress. Shout out Octavian, Big Oc. You know.
Happy birthday, Juan Pierce. I missed your boat party. Well, whatever. If maybe one day I'll be on a boat, but I doubt it. I'll be with the wife on a boat. We'll all be chilling, but it's all good, brother. I'll see y'all next week. Peace. I'm gonna cut it off. All right, brother. I'll talk to you later. Bye.